Hello Cancer, this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of October 19th through the 25th. My name is Marisol. Welcome to my channel. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All of the cards that I'm using will be in the bottom of the description. Let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise message for Cancer. Now we'll be using the book today. Let's see what the message is for Cancer's weekly reading for the week of October 19th through the 25th. You got shadow light. It is number 6. Number 6, that tells me that you're connected to your higher realm. Let's see what this card is all about. Okay, shadow and light. Life is a constant roller coaster. Nothing is permanent, and circumstances change all the time. There cannot be any concept of light if darkness does not exist, and there couldn't be any shadows without the light. If the light was constant, we wouldn't appreciate it, and we would appreciate the dark only because we've experienced the light. This also relates to similar emotional concepts, not only literally. We all have light and darkness within us, light and happy thoughts, dark and depressing thoughts, light sides of ourselves, and we love to show to other people, but also dark sides we prefer to keep to ourselves. Light, happy, positive feelings are easy to deal with, almost so easy that they can sometimes pass barely beyond knowledge. Dark, sad, and negative thoughts and feelings can be harder to handle. Those dark thoughts might get acknowledged and result in suffering, or they might get ignored and pushed away to become less apparent in your life. However, pushing those feelings away and not dealing with them might cloud your happiness in the long run. The card encourages you to think about how you handle light and darkness in your life. Do you take the time to celebrate the brighter moments enough and recognize that you have to be grateful for? And recognize what you have to be grateful for. And equally, how do you handle the darkness? Is it being recognized for what it is? Do you work through it, or are you trying to push through it? Great questions to answer, Cancer, this week. If you truly want to enjoy your brightest moments, be brave enough to explore what's in the shadows so you can blow away any upcoming dark clouds and enjoy the light again. And everybody has been working through this, letting go, releasing. And here's your affirmation. I see you pain. I feel you pain. I give you permission to move through. Here's the exercises that you can do for this. The first step is moving through difficult emotions to acknowledge them. Practice taking this first step whenever you realize there is some darkness that needs to be dealt with. Use any of the mantras, I notice that I feel, or come up with your own that works for you. Fill in the dots with whatever feelings you have noticed. If you don't know exactly what you feel, you can voice that too, and just acknowledge that you feel something that is uncomfortable. You can either voice this in your head or write it down if it feels more helpful. Very good, Cancer. All right, let's see what this reading is all about. It is going to be a 7-card reading plus an advice at the end. All right, let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise weekly reading for the week of October 19th through the 25th for Cancer. So this is either the rebirth of an old love, right? A new love, or personal development, right? And this personal development could be in your love life or in your career. The High Priestess is telling you to trust your intuition, trust your inner wisdom. That's how you're being divinely guided. That's how she's being divinely guided. That's how she gets her clarity. Here's another new beginning. You've been through some challenges, right? And so there's been a breakthrough. You're overcoming those challenges. You're going to be victorious. So when it comes to your shadow and your light, you were dealing with love, right? You were also dealing with some mental challenges, okay? Maybe with your ego. But you're successful at releasing that. And so that has helped you look at things from a different perspective because you released that, because you let go of that. Now you're looking at things from a different perspective. The Two of Wands, you may be at a crossroads between two people, between two businesses, between two careers, right? But partner up with the person, business, career, that has the same vision you do, because you have achieved a lot. So give yourself credit for that. You've done a lot of work on yourself. The King of Swords gathers information and then makes a decision. So you might be waiting for a legal situation to get settled. Or maybe you're the type of person who gathers information and now makes a decision. The Three of Wands, right? You're waiting for your ships to come in. Once those ships come in, and they will come in because you're working on your shadow self, there's abundance, there's prosperity. You're going to be able to make long-term plans. The Knight of Cups, this is a proposal, okay? A marriage proposal for some of you. Or maybe this reading has to do with a marriage proposal. At the bottom of the deck, you have stability. And this is also a turning point in your life that comes with good luck and good fortune. Wonderful. I like that. All right, let's clarify these cards for you. You have two new beginnings. One that has to do with the mind and one that has to do with you dealing with your shadow self. Not only with your mind and with your challenges, but also with love. All right, let's clarify these cards for Cancer, who got shadow and light for the week of October 19th through October 25th. And you got number 6, which tells me that you are connected to your higher realm. You're very spiritual. You've definitely done the shadow work, and it shows. And because of that, there are some happy changes coming your way. There's stability when it comes to love. When it comes to making difficult decisions, you are ready, right? You know that you have to trust your intuition, trust your inner wisdom. You know that that's the way you get divinely guided. And that's what brings you to be successful in any decision that you make, because now you're balanced. Now you are aligned with the universe, right? You are a business person. We see that there's growth here, there's success, there's clarity. We also know that you don't have to go fast, right? Slow and steady wins the game. You release an energy and you're looking at things from a different perspective. By releasing that energy, you brought in balance. You were patient. You also went with the flow, and that helped you bring that balance in. And so you were at a crossroads, but this is the end of a difficult situation, whatever this problem might have been that you were at a crossroads with. It's ended, allowing you to have a new beginning. And so there is a legal marriage here. And your wish is going to be fulfilled, bringing in abundance, prosperity, and you're going to be able to make long-term plans. This was about a marriage proposal also. Somebody who's very analytical, very wise, and very intelligent. What a wonderful reading you got, Cancer. At the bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups is saying that you're going to get good news about a business, about a job, and this abundance coming in. Very good. Let's see what your Dream Big, Manifest Big card says. The origins. The theories behind manifestation have been around since the early 1800s, but many consider Prentice Mulford to be the first to explain the law of attraction and its uses around 1886. So, the law of attraction, people have been explaining it since 1886. That's a long time, you guys. Mulford explained for the first time in his published work, Your Forces and How to Use Them, that this phenomenon could not only be used for better physical health, but also for wealth, possessions, and life events. I use the law of attraction all the time. In fact, I have a podcast. I've put those podcasts in the bottom of the description, and they're all about the law of attraction, okay? I have 3 episodes out already. You're welcome to go look at that and understanding the law of attraction. Let's see what your angel number is going to be. Let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise angel number for Cancer for the week of October 19th through the 25th. The universe is asking you to trust. You got number 232. So trust the universe is what the universe is saying. The 2 is about being balanced. And the 3 is saying that you are supported by the universe. I feel like you're balanced in 2 areas of your life. Here's what the universe is saying. Trust in yourself and the universe. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Because it is, okay? Wow, that is amazing. Let's see what your crystal oracle card is going to be. This crystal oracle card is also going to give you more information about your reading. Let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise crystal oracle card for Cancer for the week of October 19th through the 25th. Alright, I'm also going to read from the book for this card. It is number 16, Aquamarine. 6 plus 1 is 7. This is about an awakening, a rebirth, a transformation, a change. But in that change, you have evolved. Let's look up the meaning of Aquamarine. Number 16, Aquamarine-hope. Aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also with stimulating psychic abilities. It has believed to protect against seduction, self-understanding. You are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imaginings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good and well-being. Follows, if you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. Divination. Release self-defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. In a court case. Wow. Stay positive and remember your family. Healing insight. There is no reason to lose the hope in your heart, since well-being is a state of mind. What a wonderful message for you. I like that message. One, because I myself am a Cancer, but two, just because it's a wonderful message. Very good. And as I said, this is about, so there's a court case for some about a marriage proposal, okay? To somebody who's very intelligent, very analytical. Very good. All right. If this reading resonated with you, please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment. What part of the world are you listening from? I would love to know. I want to thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.